Happy Black History Month! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Genesis. This channel is Genuinely Genesis, where I try to be genuine while being Genesis. Y'all read the title of today's video. I am tired, exhausted, fatigued even, of some of y'all in these fandoms, and we just have to clear the air right now. The Grammys already passed. When the Oscars come up, I'm going to be inconsolable because I will be praying, weeping and travailing that Sinners takes some of those awards home. So just come back to this video later after the Oscars have passed. And if you like commentary videos, lifestyle videos, and anything involving K-pop, please consider subscribing to this channel and turning on post notifications so you know when I post. I had these feelings of fandom fatigue for quite some time now, and I think the reason why is because we have too much access to each other's thoughts all the time. Everybody wants to say something. Everybody has a phone. Everybody has an opinion. And I get it. You're allowed to share your opinion. But, you know, we've been taught from childhood to think before we speak. And we've lost that value because we want to be viral. We want to be the first ones to say something about something. And I'm not going to lie. I've been a victim of that too. There's been times where I'm just like, I need to say this. But then I'm like, oh, that's not. So then I reevaluate and I either delete what I was going to say on social media or I just don't say anything at all. And it's okay. That's a human thing to do. But I think what's irritating me as somebody who is in multiple fandoms, everybody's just upset all the time. Nobody's satisfied. We're always engaging with each other and we're not being respectful to each other as well. So that's something that's really tiring me out. I'm 25. My frontal lobe has developed. I have gained some friends throughout some of my fandoms, but some of y'all, I don't know if it's because we don't have an age limit when it comes to our fandoms or what. And the accessibility, especially of fandoms connecting because of the internet, but some of y'all need to learn some rules and there needs to be some regulations or something because y'all are doing too much for me. But anyways, we're getting into that in today's video. So the first thing again that I want to talk about is the constant complaining. You are allowed to critique something, but the thing is that y'all are trying to do constructive criticism without the construction. Like step one, like you're building the roof and the foundation ain't even there yet. Like, oh, where is your house? Like, you know what I mean? For example, I just watched part 1 of Bridgerton season 4. All I have to say is absolute cinema. I am set for part 2. Okay, I'm so sad they're asking me to leave the theater. I'm seeing people complain about people whose storyline has not fully been developed yet. Like, for instance, I'm seeing some Eloise fans complain about Eloise's character when it's not her time for her character to hit the climax of their development. Like, she's been single for these past 4 seasons. She's still been, you know, a little bit childish and immature, and there's a word I'm looking for. Pretentious. Yes, she's very pretentious still, and there's things that she has to realize and recognize in order for her to grow and be a fit partner for her coming love interest in the coming seasons. And there's some people being like, Eloise is ruined. I hate Netflix. I hate you. Mind you, she's not the main characters for this season. She is not Benedict or Sophie, okay? Y'all need to let my girl grow, okay? Let it grow. Y'all need to enjoy the process, okay? Y'all want to see the start and the finish. Y'all don't know nothing about the in-between, okay? And that's just with life too. Y'all have to let the art develop over time. And that's something that a lot of people are not letting happen because y'all are not constructively criticizing the art that we're talking about. You're just constantly criticizing. And that's not to say you have to like something as it's given to you immediately because, I mean, we would all be robots, but we're human. Some of y'all are constantly not happy, and it's not just that you're not happy with the media or content that you're consuming. I think it has to do with life in general. Some of y'all are not happy in general in life, so you're not happy with anything that will help you, I don't know, escape from it. Y'all not happy enough for me. Y'all not happy enough for me. And that sounds like a very tall order considering everything that's going on in this world right now. So I get it. But if y'all are not happy with anything at all, especially if you're a big fan of it, I gotta I gotta side eye you a little bit. Nobody's holding you hostage. Find something else that brings you joy, please. Because you're ruining it. You're ruining it. And while we're on the topic of critique, one thing that y'all love to do is dogpile somebody because they did not say something exactly how you wanted them to say it. If you wanted somebody to say something exactly how you wanted them to say it, you get a mic, you turn your camera on, you edit a video, you post on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and let people respond to what you're saying, okay? I have received so many comments. Why didn't you say this? Why didn't you say it like this? Well, I wouldn't have said it like that. Y'all are so crazy, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, y'all be responding and then you don't read the text on the screen, you don't watch the whole video, or you don't read the caption. And that is tickling me so bad. All I have to do is laugh to keep from going insane. Because y'all have tried to run so many people off the internet because they didn't say something exactly how you wanted them to say it. How are people supposed to read your mind? There's a reason why I'm recording myself talking into a microphone right now. Because there are certain things that I wanted to talk about. Certain things that I have had thoughts about that I wanted to be put out onto the internet that other people weren't doing for me. You know, I saw content that I like. There's people who make content that I like. It's not sitting up here. I'm not sitting up here being a hater or being like, oh, I could do that better. No, I just know what my lane is and I'm staying in that lane. And if you want somebody to say things exactly how you would say it, then you speak up. You say something. A lot of people are in these fandoms and everything. Y'all are just constantly consuming and not using a creative outlet or a creative way to have these conversations. And I think that's another reason why y'all are mad, because y'all can't verbalize exactly what you want to talk about because you're not giving yourself time to think about it, because you're constantly scrolling, getting mad at people on TikTok that just made a TikTok in their car randomly one day, and you cussing them out in 7 different languages, and then you sending voice messages and DMs to them talking about how they so stupid and they should get their black behind off the internet. And instead of articulating your thoughts in a educated manner, in a respectful manner, y'all are being rude. I'm telling you right now, as somebody who has been in plenty debate in her high school and college years, that you have to be respectful when you are engaging with people. You have to be respectful, okay? You can debate all day, go back and forth, and gotcha this and clock you that, but you have to be respectful, and people don't have to take your disrespect. So give respect to other people, and you will get that respect back, okay? And if people don't respect you, just block them. Circling back to when I was talking about rules and regulations earlier, some of y'all need to learn some decorum. I don't know if it's because there's age gaps that are wide as the Pacific Ocean, and some of our fandoms, especially like if you're in a fandom for something that is more PG-13 and digestible for people who are minors, or if you're a fan of something more X-rated, like Bridgerton or Game of Thrones and things like that. I understand there's a social hierarchy and class organizations and all those things. Those things exist in our society. So to think that they don't exist within a fandom would be childish of me as an adult to not recognize that there are hierarchies and different classifications across the people in demographic that are sharing a fandom. But I don't think hierarchy and classification is a bad thing. It can become a bad thing. It's always low-key been a bad thing. But I think some of us have to stay within our range. And by that, I mean, if you're going to argue about a specific piece of media, argue with somebody on your level. And that's not me saying like, oh, somebody has to be in the same tax bracket as you to argue about something. No, I'm talking about age-wise. I, as a 25-year-old, am not trying to intentionally argue with somebody that is 15 or 16. You are a whole decade younger than me. Your literacy is different than mine. Our ages obviously differ. My brain is literally different from yours. There are certain people who are making these comments, getting others riled up, rage baiting just constantly. And me at my big 25 years of age, mind you, I'm still young. There's people who are in fandoms that are 55. Not that there is a problem with that. I'm just saying. I can't sit up here and constantly be rage baited by somebody that's a whole decade younger than me. That's a problem with me. That shows that I've been on the internet too much. That shows that I don't have a life. And I think some of y'all would be happier if y'all engaged with people in your demographic range or with identical intersecting identities. I don't know. That's not me being like separatist or anything. I'm just saying I've seen it. I've experienced it. I am a K-pop fan. And boy, oh boy, y'all have been ticking me off lately. But there's certain things that I don't say on the internet because one, a lot of y'all are younger than me. And especially with the rise of 5th gen K-pop groups, some of y'all are gassing stuff up that I would not want to touch with a 10-foot pole because I am 25 years old. And there's certain behaviors and certain things that are becoming popularized that I'm just like, I don't have the tolerance for that anymore. Like, keep it away from me. And I think we have to be mindful of the fact that we do share an internet space with each other. We all come from different backgrounds. We have different intersecting identities. And I think it would be wise for us, with those who have wisdom and those who ask for wisdom, to be wise in these spaces and either engage or disengage with some of the takes that we're seeing on the internet. Like, I refuse from this day forward. I refuse from this day forward to get riled up by something that somebody 10 years younger than me said. I gotta pray for you and be at peace. That's it. Speaking of age and different classifications and types of people inside of fandoms, there is a certain attitude nowadays where you cannot critique anything. And I think that's dangerous considering we're all consuming somebody's creative expression or art when it comes to music and television and movies and things like that. You have to be able to critique art. I'm an artist. I have to be able to take critique. As much as I don't like it sometimes good constructive criticism is good. Some people see anything that is not praised and have a problem with it. For example, I posted a TikTok about Cat's Eyes Grammy performance. You had to choose between Game Boy, Gabriella, and Gang Gang for the first day of Black History Month, and you chose wrong. Hi, Bex Geffen. Why are you the scheme that Todd set up? I don't know if some of y'all are just too young to understand constructive criticism, or y'all just have been on the internet too long and you don't have a life outside of the internet that you don't understand that nobody is exempt from constructive criticism or critique. The only way artists can grow is if they receive constructive criticism. You have to be able to give feedback. And if you're not able to give feedback, especially as a consumer, there's a problem. There's a power imbalance, okay? Nobody should be able to just produce something and someone not be able to say how they feel about it. Y'all need to have discernment, okay? Not everybody who says something bad about your faves or something that you don't agree with about your faves is hate. I am not a hater, okay? I'm not a hater. Am I a strong disliker? Absolutely. There's nothing that I've said that hasn't been done without some sort of critical thinking, okay? That's not to say that I'm perfect, but especially now with me trying to be consistent on the internet, I have to critically think about the things that I say before I say them. And most of the things that I say, I've thought about critically, and I'm just saying it because it's a time and a place for it. And I found the time. I got time today, so that's why I'm making this video. So again, don't just let these artists and these creators feed you anything. Chew on it. It's food for thought. And some of y'all just force feeding yourselves and other people. And it's getting toxic. And I'm tired of it. Y'all gonna run people out of the fandom. Then y'all gonna wonder why the whole fandom toxic. Because you ran out the people with critical thinking and people that go touch grass. You're mad that they touch grass and you don't. I think that's what it is. Hey, everyone. So this is Editing Genesis. I kind of wanted to add in that people get offended when you critique something that they like because parasocial relationships exist. And commentators have already kind of mentioned these things before. There are psychological and sociological studies on these. So I don't want to beat a dead horse, but here I am beating a horse dead as hell. So I just wanted to mention that as well. I promise you, me saying something about a group that is all the way in Korea on the Korean Peninsula is not me talking about you, somebody who may or may not be on the Korean Peninsula, because I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this person who is creating some sort of art for me to consume. Even if I'm not a fan, I'm allowed to state my opinion on it because it's out there for people to consume it, okay? It's okay to critique things, and don't let anybody tell you differently. Don't be a butthole, but say your opinion. It's okay. Okay, back to the video. If it's available to be consumed, you are allowed to have a conversation about it. Okay? Okay. Yeah, so that was all I had written down specifically about fandoms that were just tiring me out. Like, I have fandom fatigue, seriously. I will be back with more commentary, lifestyle content, and content about K-pop. I hope you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I post. And obviously this is the end of the video, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye.